Welcome to BLKOUT, a fast-paced, highly tactical, tabletop wargame set in the brutal near future. This video will show you how to use the in-depth tactics the game provides you with to react to the enemy and outmaneuver them. It includes a live example at the end of the video, so sit tight. When able to make actions, a model may instead ready. When doing so, it gains a ready token. This shows that it has saved its action for later on to make a reaction. The BLKOUT online store sells a set of chevron-like tokens that can represent all of the tokens in the game. We like to use green tokens facing away from the model to show that it is ready. Models with a ready token, and models that have not activated yet, can make reactions. The first reaction is called Overwatch. A model may make the Overwatch reaction and shoot an enemy model after that model ends any movement that takes it farther than half its movement value. So if a model has movement 4 and ends a 3-inch movement, it may be reacted to and shot by Overwatch. A single model may make the return fire reaction when an enemy model shoots. Both the reacting model and the shooting model will roll their shooting at the same time, with the player who rolls more successes hitting the other model first. If this would destroy the other model, its shooting does nothing, even if it got a hit. They simply got outshot. After a model makes a reaction, it will gain an engaged token, replacing any ready token it has. Models with an engaged token cannot make actions or reactions. Let's jump into a live example so you can put it all together. Welcome to our BLKOUT Reactions live example video. Let's jump right into this. We're assuming that we have a couple of different units here. Unit with one model, unit with one model, unit with two models down here to the south. Now, we'll also assume that the models up here, their player has won the initiative, so we'll be activating first. They're going to go ahead and choose this model to activate. First step in the activation is to reposition, so it can move up to its movement value. It's going to go up to here. Second step is to move or shoot. As you learned in this video, instead of moving or shooting, you can go ahead and ready. That's basically saving your shooting for later on as a reaction. So he's basically weapon up, covering the corner, right? Makes sense. Let's put him right there. Cool. So he is gone, repositioned, and made an action, ready, so his activation now ends. After this player's activation ends, this player's activation begins. We'll go ahead and move this model probably about half an inch up to the wall so we can see both of these models here. Good. That's its reposition. This model's reposition is going to move 4 inches to here. Now it has a movement value of 4 inches and it moved 4 inches, so that's clearly over half of its movement value. Now that it's finished a movement that took it over half its movement value, it can be shot by reactions. This model here, who's ready, can go ahead and swap its ready token for an engage token to now shoot the enemy model. This represents taking extra time to get to your position, not being able to fire on the move, right? So he's gone ahead and moved that full 4 inches, over half his movement value. Now he can be shot by Overwatch. This model is going to go ahead and announce he's shooting him, swap his token out for an engage token to show that it's now made a reaction, and let's assume it kills the guy. Bam, dead. Now after all models in the unit have repositioned, even if they're destroyed, models in the unit may make an action. This model here is going to announce its shooting action. It's going to target this model here. Now, if you remember, this model hasn't activated yet. So models that have a ready token like this guy did, and models that haven't activated yet, are the ones that can make reactions. So he's going to go ahead and shoot him, and he's going to make the reaction return fire. Now, just like this guy, anytime you make a reaction, you gain an engage token. That's important because this model hasn't activated yet. So when he gains that engage token, it means he's using his action that he would have later on when he activated to make that reaction now. Pretty simple, makes sense, right? So he's going to shoot back. Both models are in cover, so they roll 1 dice each. He rolled an 8, so a hit. He rolled a 5, so a miss. So because this model got more successes or hits, he hits that guy first. So 1 hit, so 1 damage, and his armor stops it. Now, even if this model had hit and he had been destroyed by that shooting, would have canceled it out because he got outshot, right? So now this model has repositioned and made an action. Its activation ends, and this player now becomes the active player and can go. Unfortunately, all of his guys are either activated already or have an engaged token. So he'll activate this model here. The model may still reposition, but because it has an engaged token, it can't make an action. Now at this point, we do basically allow you to remove those engaged tokens because you know these guys cannot make actions as they've already activated or they've made a reaction. But we like to keep them there for kind of like game cleanliness, if you will. That's a quick example of the reaction mechanics in the game. We love the shootout mechanic. It gets really intense. If you ever tie, so you both hit each other, the player that rolled the higher number will apply it first. You can even get into cool shootouts
where you have two models. This guy shoots him, and his friend tries to save him by return firing. He might have a better weapon suited for that range, stuff like that. For example, the heavy machine gun here has a lot of trouble hitting models within 4 inches, so we like to run a friend with him because he also has a shield that gives cover to his friend. So if you run a model with him that doesn't have the heavy machine gun, he can help the heavy machine gun out while benefiting from the shield, so you get some cool fire and maneuver tactics as you move up the board like that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Check out the rules. They're free. www.blkoutgame.com, blackoutgame.com, and join our Discord for more information. Thank you.